First and 10, Winston. And his first look is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. That'll bring up second down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
A second down throw for Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
First down, this is Rawls. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
Off the play. Fake to Rawls. Wilson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Lavonte David in there to get him for a loss of a yard, and it'll bring up third down. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On second down, Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. In the red zone this time. From the shotgun, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On second down, Rawls. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact roam free and brings up 4th down. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
And that one, my goodness, was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd down following the run. From the gun, Winston. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he's brought down. 11 yards for number 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity that they are a passing team, but one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. And the D looking like they may blitz. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got Evans. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that's the first connection, the #1 overall pick in 2015, finding the #7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
Second down, Winston. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point. This remains a 7-6 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. Get them. Can they come back? Start over again. Get out.
And the hole closes. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On third down, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Jameis now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Going again on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him a yard to play, and that'll bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On third down, Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football. 28.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now a play. Fake here on first down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And the Buccaneers have it.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else. There to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, go down and fumble the ball.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Working out of the gun, Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Leonard Fournette. Room past the 20. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 14 yards there on the pickup. And they're going to face an uphill battle. Here on 3rd and long. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 16 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard.
Play on the brings up down here. Here's Will. He's got caught him. Let's see. Touchdown.
Better example of management I've seen. Pulled it all the way down, about put the ball in the end zone.
Method, and something taken to. Now they'll look to kick the... And it's up. It's our score 9-6. Markey now set to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half here. Winston dumps it off to Fournette. And he loses the football a second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
6 yards to go here on second down. To throw, Winston. And that's incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Jameis to throw it. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he's got the first down before being taken down at midfield. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Winston now from the 50. Pass incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes and we'll be in great shape.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, pass the down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now it's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Gerald McCoy in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. So the D-line spread out. 3rd and it's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, we couldn't counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to get some field position.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. Things do we do? It's what are our tendencies? We go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Defense showing blitz. To throw is Winston. It's caught by Jackson. And shutting him off, now open field. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that, and we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Fournette on the counter. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Winston. And Winston lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. And he pushed it right. It's no good. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down. Because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Winston. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On 1st and 10, Winston. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The Bucs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right at the 20. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Winston now. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Second down, Winston. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions, and this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderado. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Forced out to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away. From the pressure and get a nice gain.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a guy who's been a Raider his entire career, this is Marcel Reese. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Wilson to give to Rawls. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to put football, get yardage, and put the onus on the... Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They stay on the ground. Rolls again. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Wilson going to give to Rawls. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Winston. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep over. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Room here to run. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security term right now. Just take care. and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And the defense in need of a stop to get off the field and get their offense if they want to. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing. Not to run out on you. You get out the football back for your offense.
Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now it's Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does. Get them to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to downs leads goal try, and the inability to cash that in, nothing on the scoreboard.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game. If they can halt the offense. Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So off goes the franchise and Winston. And getting a shot here to come in. The 10th pick of the 2011 draft. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Bobby Wagner. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh! A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess.
How much does Geico love saving people money on car insurance? More than gamers love energy drinks.
And this is the Blizzard Stormberry with artificial flavors and tons of caffeine.